Scientists have discovered a cave painting that may be the oldest known example of visual storytelling. The cave painting found on the Indonesian island of Sulawesi depicts human-like figures in a hunting scene.
Prehistoric people across the globe chose to depict nature in their art, raising the big question of why they did so. However, explorers have stumbled upon newly discovered cave paintings that are fast changing our understanding of prehistoric man. Join us as we unravel some of the most breathtaking cave paintings of ancient times.
This place was discovered by cavers in 1994 and then closed off to the public immediately. Very few people have ever been allowed in.
Number 20. Magora Cave. Northwest Bulgaria's Magora Cave is famous for its amazing prehistoric paintings from the Upper Paleolithic period, which occurred between 10,000 and 8,000 years ago. The cave is one of Bulgaria's largest and most important sites for cave art because of these ancient paintings. The walls of the cave are decorated with a variety of symbolic and narrative artworks. Most of these paintings depict hunting scenes, ceremonies, and animals, such as deer, goats.
It looks very strange. This animal looks like a giraffe.
And even extinct creatures like the woolly rhinoceros. The artists used red, black, and white paints, showing great skill in mixing colors and shading. The paintings in Magora Cave are not only beautiful works of art, but also invaluable historical records that give us insights into the daily lives, beliefs, and cultural practices of the prehistoric people who lived in the area. The cave's unique acoustics and chambers likely had spiritual significance for these early people, adding to its importance as a site for rituals and artistic expression. Today, Magora Cave is open to visitors, but there are strict rules in place to protect the delicate artwork from damage. Number 19. Neanderthal Iberian Cave Art. Deep inside the caves of Spain, archaeologists have made an amazing discovery that changes what we know about the history of art. For a long time, people misunderstood Neanderthals, calling them Homo stupidus, and picturing them as simple, ape-like beings without any complex thoughts or beliefs. However, discoveries have shown that this isn't true at all. By using a special method called uranium series dating on the minerals in the cave paintings, rather than the usual carbon dating, researchers found that these artworks are over 64,000 years old. This means that Neanderthals were making art long before modern humans even arrived in Spain. These findings suggest that Neanderthals had the ability for symbolic thinking and cultural practices, showing a level of intelligence and creativity that was previously unrecognized. This discovery helps us appreciate Neanderthals as having a rich cultural heritage, moving beyond old and incorrect stereotypes. Number 18. Lasco Cave Art. Cave art from ancient times offers a fascinating glimpse into the past. This art, found mainly in over 400 caves and shelters across Europe, especially in France and Spain, depicts a world where massive creatures like bison, woolly mammoths, and other large animals roamed alongside early humans. Notable sites include the Chave Cave, Lasco Cave, and Altamira Cave. These artworks, which are up to 65,000 years old, are believed to have been created by early Homo sapien. They feature detailed depictions of Ice Age animals such as mammoths, horses, lions, and deer. The artists used tools to carve images into the stone or painted directly onto the cave walls with natural red and black pigments made from stones. Sometimes they took advantage of the natural shapes of the cave walls to emphasize certain features of the animals they depicted. Since the late 19th century, scholars have been debating the purpose of these cave paintings. Some believe they were early forms of communication, while others think they might have been part of spiritual or ceremonial practices. Despite ongoing debates, the symbols and patterns found in the art suggest that these early artists shared common meanings and ideas. Overall, these ancient artworks provide valuable insights into the environment, daily life, and beliefs of our prehistoric ancestors, offering a deeper understanding of their world and their creativity.
She would have had a basic understanding of her future. She'd have known that the seasons pass.
Number 17. Cave of Hands. A 100-meter path leads to the interesting Cave of Hands, a well-known archaeological site famous for its unique rock art. This cave is famous for its handprints, which look as though they've been carved directly into the rock. Known as one of the country's most important sites, the cave gained UNESCO World Heritage status in 1999 because of its incredibly well-preserved artwork, which is nearly 10,000 years old. The cave has been a center of human activity for a long time, with the oldest paintings dating back about 9,300 years and the most recent ones from 1,300 years ago. Most of the ancient art consists of handprints, some of which are unusual, showing 6 fingers. Alongside these, there are pictures of guanacos, wild animals, and scenes of hunting. These artworks provide valuable insights into the lives and beliefs of the earliest people, who were likely ancestors of the Tehuelche people. They used the cave not only for art, but also for hunting animals, getting water from the nearby river, and shelter. The cave's art includes advanced techniques, such as negative handprints created by blowing pigment through the mouth and detailed images of animals and hunting scenes made with brushes and other tools.
Walking down along the walls and towards the deeper caves.
Number 16. Leang Tadonge Cave Art. Leang Tadonge is a fascinating cave on Sulawesi Island, Indonesia. It's located in a small valley surrounded by mountains. The whole area is so intriguing that it draws people in to explore. Locally, it's called the Buffalo Cave. During the monsoon season, this area floods a lot, so people used to shelter their buffaloes in the cave to protect them. Inside the cave, about 50 meters in, there's an amazing painting of wild pigs, believed to be at least 45,500 years old. This is the oldest known animal cave painting. There are also images of buffalo, painted one on top of the other. If you look closely, you can see that the artist used a brush dipped in paint to create these images. For the handprints, they used a different technique, pressing their palms against the wall and spraying pigment around them. Scientists think there might be even more ancient paintings in this cave. Some researchers believe that the earliest significant intellectual developments happened only in Europe, but sites like this challenge that idea.
They use a mineral pigment, a rock, essentially ochre.
Number 15. Chave Cave Art. Located in the Ardèche region of southern France, Chave Cave is one of the most significant ancient art sites in the world. Discovered in 1994 by local explorers Jean-Marie Chauvet, Elliot Brunel, and Christian Hilaire, the cave is about 36,000 years old. It features some of the earliest known cave drawings, thanks to its excellent preservation over thousands of years due to its isolation. Inside, you can see detailed drawings of animals like horses, lions, bears, and rhinoceroses, as well as abstract patterns and intricate handprints. The paintings are notable for their advanced techniques, such as shading and perspective, which are rare in prehistoric art. In addition to its artistic value, Chave Cave offers important clues about early human life. The cave contains remains of extinct animals, such as cave bears and mammoths, as well as footprints and charcoal marks. These findings suggest that the cave was used both for ceremonies or gatherings, and as a haven for artists. The handprints, created using masks, likely held personal or symbolic significance for those who made them. There is ongoing debate about the meaning of the animal paintings, whether they had spiritual, ceremonial, or practical purposes, possibly related to hunting traditions or social cohesion.
Well, disturbed so much that we could have alteration of the paintings.
Number 14. The Altamira Cave Paintings. The cave paintings near Santa Ana del Mar in Spain, specifically in the cave of Altamira, are famous for their amazing ancient art. These artworks include simple paintings and detailed drawings of hands and different animals, stretching over more than 1,000 meters. Altamira is a maze of winding tunnels and rooms, and it was named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985. Archaeological digs here have uncovered many artifacts from 14,000 to 18,000 years ago from the Paleolithic or Old Stone Age, when the oldest paintings in Altamira were created, up to 36,000 years ago. Around 13,000 years ago, a rockfall blocked the cave's entrance, preserving its contents until they were accidentally rediscovered in 1868. At first, some thought the paintings were fake, but this idea was set aside when it was found that traditional signs of historical use, like soot or smoke stains, were missing due to the cave's unique preservation conditions. One of the most remarkable features of Altamira is its multicolored ceiling, which shows detailed paintings of horses, a large deer, possibly a wild boar, and an extinct steppe bison, showing exceptional artistic skill. Alongside these animal pictures, the Magdalenian paintings also include abstract shapes. Handprints made by blowing pigment over hands pressed against the cave walls give additional insights into the methods and culture of the cave's creators. In 2002, Altamira was closed to the public to protect it from the impact of visitors. To allow ongoing research and public engagement with this priceless cultural heritage, a replica cave and museum were built nearby in 2001, accurately recreating the cave's interior and artworks. Number 13. Kakadu Rock Art Sites. About 60,000 years ago, humans first came to what is now Kakadu National Park in Australia, located in the Arnhem Land region on the northern coast of the country. The surviving rock art in the park gives us a treasure trove of historical information, with some pieces dating back at least 25,000 years. One notable artist from Kakadu, Nyomboli, created the last known artwork before the park was officially designated as a national park in 1972. Kakadu National Park features a diverse array of rock art, showcasing a wide range of subjects and artistic techniques from different times and styles. One well-known style is the X-ray technique, where both the outside and inside of animals are depicted, including organs and bones. This unique artistic method reveals intriguing details about the customs and beliefs of the indigenous people who created these artworks. A particularly fascinating aspect of Kakadu's rock art is that it serves as a historical record of environmental changes over thousands of years. The paintings include images of animals that are now extinct in the area, providing clues about past climates and ecosystems that were very different from what we see today. Similar discoveries have been made in other parts of the world, such as the Sahara Desert, where ancient rock art shows a time when the environment was lush and full of life, unlike its current dry state. Australia is renowned for its rich rock art heritage, with estimates suggesting there are between 150,000 and 250,000 sites across the nation, mostly in Arnhem Land and the Kimberley region. For indigenous tribes, these artworks hold deep spiritual significance, linking them directly to their ancestors' customs and beliefs. They are more than just historical records. They are integral to the concept of the dreaming, a key element of Aboriginal spirituality that encompasses creation stories, laws, and cultural values. Number 12. Lower Pecos Rock Art. Even many Texans often overlook the amazing rock art of the Lower Pecos region in West Texas. Situated near where the Rio Grande and Pecos rivers meet, this remote area is a treasure collection of archaeological wonders. It holds evidence of human life stretching back an astonishing 12,000 years. Early inhabitants used the local plants, fish, and resources to survive, finding refuge in rock shelters and leaving behind a legacy of artwork and artifacts that offer a fascinating glimpse into prehistoric life. The rock drawings in this region are especially remarkable. Some of these artworks date back at least 4,000 years and continue to captivate and puzzle researchers. Found in rock shelters and on cliff walls, these vibrant and intricate artworks are not easily understood. When Carolyn Boyd, an artist, first explored the area, she saw in the rock art patterns and stories that reflected rich cultural and creative expression. Her groundbreaking study challenges the notion that these artworks are merely abstract. Instead, she argues that they hold valuable information and may have been used for ceremonial, spiritual, or communicative purposes by the ancient people who created them. Access to these sites can be limited due to their location on private property. However, places like Seminole Canyon State Park offer opportunities for the public to view some of the finest examples of this art. Here, visitors can see colorful images that likely had ceremonial or spiritual significance, such as the crenulated art, which symbolizes a portal to the afterlife. Number 11. Pimbetka Rock Shelters. The Pimbetka Rock Shelters offer a captivating glimpse into the lives of early humans from thousands of years ago. These shelters, dating back up to 100,000 years to the lower Paleolithic era, are more than just geological formations. They are windows into our ancient history. Hidden in the Ratapan Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh, India, they are renowned for their colorful rock paintings. These murals, created over thousands of years, vividly depict a wide range of life from different eras. Cave number 3 still shows signs of prehistoric clan meetings, where leaders may have addressed their people from a prominent spot known as Chief's Rock. Exploring these caves feels like stepping back in time. From the early Mesolithic period, the art in these shelters reveals the evolution of human expression. The paintings showcase a variety of animals, such as tigers, deer, and bulls, reflecting the changing focus of art, from ordinary hunts to mythical creatures and scenes of combat. Each image not only portrays daily life, but also reflects the cultural, spiritual, and practical aspects of our ancestors. These shelters were not just artistic spaces, but also served as cemeteries. The Mesolithic people buried their dead in these caverns, often including tools and other items as grave goods. These findings provide valuable insights into their beliefs and practices related to death and the afterlife. The discovery of the Pimbetka rock shelters by Mr. V.S. Wakankar in the mid-20th century significantly altered our understanding of South Asian human evolution. These shelters, among the oldest continually inhabited rock shelters in India, number around 750, with 500 featuring paintings. They span from the dawn of human civilization to the Middle Ages, showcasing the creativity and resourcefulness of prehistoric people through the use of mineral-based pigments like hematite and lime. Number 10. The Apollo 11 Cave Stones. Early humans were nomads who lived during the Middle Stone Age or Mesolithic period, around 25,000 BCE. They were always on the move, looking for food and resources. The Apollo 11 stones, along with other artifacts from this time, show how significant this era was in human history. During this period, early humans began creating symbols and using stone tools. The Apollo 11 stones, discovered by archaeologist Charles Green in Namibia's Bia Mountains, provide a fascinating glimpse into the lives of early Homo sapiens. These stones, known as art mobiler because they were light and portable, suggest that people might have carried them from place to place. This movement indicates that they were intentionally spreading these symbolic artworks across different regions. The artwork on the Apollo 11 stones includes various designs that likely held great meaning for these ancient people. These images depict animals they hunted, tools they used for survival, and other symbols whose exact meanings are still debated by archaeologists. The presence of these symbols indicates a complex level of social and cognitive development, as well as an appreciation for artistic expression. Interestingly, similar artifacts have been found thousands of kilometers away, from Morocco to Egypt. This suggests that different groups of early humans shared similar cultural and symbolic ideas, likely due to their nomadic way of life and interactions with neighboring tribes. Number 9. Saraa da Capivara National Park. Saraa da Capivara National Park, located in the Capivara Mountains of northern Brazil, has an interesting history that starts with a major discovery in the 1960s. This remote area became well known for its large collection of ancient rock art, which provides a look into the lives of people who lived there about 20,000 years ago. Over 30,000 paintings were found, giving a clear view of daily life, migration patterns, and the surrounding landscape from that time. Among these, one painting is especially notable. It shows a family enjoying honey collected from a beehive. Another important painting depicts a family looking at the stars, showing their connection to the universe. Scenes of hunting, crucial for their survival, were also often shown, revealing the challenges they faced and the methods they used to survive. The natural features of the area, like an old river, attracted various animals that were both respected and feared. Artifacts like jewelry made from animal tusks and horns were found.
Só que era mês de chuvas e tinha uma ponte no Rio São Francisco que tinha rodado.
Each species depicted in unique and symbolic ways. A major breakthrough in rock art research occurred in the 1970s with the discovery of a painting featuring a sacred tree. This artwork, thought to be over 10,000 years old, shows people gathered around the tree in what appears to be a ceremonial or ritual setting. Some believe this scene reflects a form of respect or affection for the tree, similar to traditions still followed by local indigenous people today. The rock art of Capivara National Park represents an important moment in human history, showing not just daily life, but also cultural and spiritual beliefs. These ancient paintings provide a special look into how early humans related to their environment, both spiritually and practically. Number 8. The Nara Caves.
And the new gallery, although at this moment only the public gallery is open for tourists.
The Nara Caves, also known as Cueva de Nerja, have been occupied by people since about 25 BC. Inside, you'll see impressive stalagmites rising from the ground and stalactites hanging from the ceiling. However, only a small part of the cave, which is over 3 miles long, is open to visitors.
And the cave tour, so...
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia, okay, fantastic. And you're here on vacation?
We are.
Okay, and you made...
This is because ongoing archaeological work and the discovery of ancient human skeletons have limited further exploration. In the Hall of the Elephant Tusk, you can see a waterfall that was a crucial water source for the cave's early inhabitants. Above, you'll notice where fires were once lit near the world's tallest stalagmite and was created by a powerful earthquake. Although some parts of the cave are still unexplored, they contain important Paleolithic and Magdalenian artwork, featuring images of goats and seals. Unfortunately, the presence of green sickness, a type of algae that harms cave paintings when exposed to artificial light, means these areas are off limits. Nevertheless, the cave's huge formations, with their beautiful stalactites and stalagmites, will impress you. Number 7. Cave of El Castillo. Deep beneath a pyramid lies the Cave of El Castillo, a holy room filled with important finds that help us understand ancient Maya culture. At the center of this room is the jaguar throne, a sign of the site's royal and spiritual importance. Decorated with rare paint and valuable jade from Guatemala, the throne stands as a symbol of the Mayas' deep respect for their leaders. Nearby, human bones, likely belonging to ancestors or important people, hint at a burial place rooted in Maya beliefs about coming back to life and the cycle of life.
To make art, and not just any old art, but specific representations of particular animals.
The walls, covered with bones, suggest it was an important burial site, possibly for a famous king. These findings reveal the complex spiritual and ceremonial practices of Chichen Itza's early people. This study not only uncovers artifacts, but also digs deep into the city's history, showing the lasting impact of Maya rituals and beliefs. It connects the past with the present, showing the enduring influence of the Maya civilization. Number 6. Tadrart Akakus. Tadrart Akakus is a very important cultural and archaeological site in the southwestern Sahara Desert of Libya. This place is famous for its large collection of old rock art, which has been made over thousands of years. These ancient paintings and carvings, scattered across the desert rocks, show scenes of daily life, rituals, and wildlife from the Neolithic period and later. Visitors are drawn to Tadrart Akakus because these artworks provide valuable insights into the lives and beliefs of prehistoric Saharan communities. The rock art reveals their social structures, hunting methods, and spiritual practices, highlighting their deep connection with the environment. The variety of styles and techniques used in the artwork is impressive, ranging from simple drawings to complex symbolic representations. In addition to its historical significance, Tadrart Akakus is known for its stunning natural scenery. The landscape features deep gorges, hidden valleys, and towering sandstone formations, creating a dramatic backdrop for the rock art. This unique geology also supports a rare desert ecosystem that has adapted to survive in harsh conditions. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Deep in the unexplored valleys of the Andes, a team of explorers discovered a hidden cave painting that changed our understanding of prehistoric man. Inside, they found walls covered with detailed paintings, their colors still bright despite being thousands of years old. The artwork showed magical creatures and lively scenes of ancient life, lit up by the flickering light of their torches. As they looked at the symbols, a sudden rush of excitement swept through the group. The paintings seemed to tell the story of a lost civilization, once thought to be just a legend. Each brushstroke told a story of gods, heroes, and cosmic battles, suggesting a world full of forgotten knowledge. With every new finding, the team felt like they were uncovering the very fabric of history. The cave, once a quiet keeper of secrets, had opened its doors, showing a glimpse into a past that could change our understanding of ancient cultures. What do you think these ancient paintings reveal about our lost civilizations? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Number 5. Merl Cave. Merl Cave in France is a key spot for studying Paleolithic art due to its stunning ancient murals. These artworks, which are over 29 years old, offer a vivid look at how people lived long ago. The most impressive features include incredibly detailed images of bison, horses, mammoths, and other animals, painted using natural colors like ochre and manganese oxide. One of the cave's artistic marvels is the Black Frieze, a remarkable panel with concentric circles of animals that show an impressive understanding of perspective and design. Another standout is a scene of 3 6-meter-long spotted horses, framed by natural cave formations. This artwork highlights the skillful use of movement and detail by Paleolithic artists. The preservation of Merl Cave is extraordinary. Natural processes sealed the cave around 10,000 years ago, protecting the art from damage and changes over time. Because of this preservation, modern researchers and visitors can admire the clear colors and intricate patterns, which offer a glimpse into the customs, beliefs, and artistic talents of our ancient ancestors. Number 4. Neoc Cave. The Neoc Cave, known for its amazing ancient paintings, is located in the southern French region of Ariège. These artworks, made over 14,000 years ago, are among the best examples of early human art still around today. The cave's walls show skillfully made images of bison, ibexes, and other animals, brought to life with bright colors made from natural materials like iron oxide and manganese. One of the most famous parts of the cave is the Salon Noir. This area has the Salon Noir panel, a remarkable painting that includes more than 80 detailed images of animals.
For the public to see the art in the environment,
These artworks not only show the artistic skill of early humans, but also give insights into their spiritual beliefs and their deep connection with nature. To protect these fragile works and ensure their preservation, access to the cave is strictly controlled. Number 3. Lgil. 5,000 years ago, cattle herders roamed these vast plains, always looking for shade from the sun. Each rock and landmark was as familiar to them as the stars are to sailors navigating the sea. But one journey was different. They arrived at Lgil not just to graze their cattle, but to leave a mark on history. The region of Greater Somalia, often overlooked and struggling, owes a lot to Dr. Saraa. She changed Somali archaeology by discovering over 100 rock art and burial sites on her own. Despite the challenges of poverty and conflict, her contributions remain exceptional. The paintings at Lgil provide a clear view into the past, showing animals, herders, hunters, and caravans with remarkable detail. This historic gallery not only shows ancient trade and the lunar calendar, but also gives insights into the pastoral economy. The artist's pride is evident in the detailed depictions of cattle, which likely represent ceremonies or branding practices. The artwork created by these ancient herders shows human creativity and our connection to nature. Although the exact reasons behind the artwork, whether religious, territorial, or artistic, remain a mystery, Lgil is a marvel that can be easily visited near Hargeisa, even though it's not the only site of its kind in the region. Number 2. Petroglyph National Monument. The Petroglyph National Monument has over 20,000 ancient petroglyphs, which are rock carvings made by the ancestors of the Pueblo people. These carvings were made when the Rio Grande Rift Valley had many people living there. The symbols, carved into volcanic rocks covered with a desert-like layer, show the detailed nature of past cultures. The most common method for making these carvings involved using cracked rocks made by cooling heated stones quickly, which were used as tools. Interestingly, many Pueblo languages don't have a specific word for art, suggesting that these images have a deeper cultural meaning. The exact meanings of these petroglyphs are still not fully understood, which adds to their mystery and makes us curious about the rituals and reasons behind their creation. Depending on the angle of the sunlight and the time of day, different petroglyphs become visible along the trails at the monument, and visiting feels like a treasure hunt. These ancient carvings allow us to connect with and appreciate the cleverness and complexity of societies from the past. They provide a real link to history and continue to be important today, as traditional ceremonies are still held at the site. Number 1. Alar Rock Art. Here, we look into the fascinating world of ancient rock art above the Arctic Circle, at the northern tip of Norway. This area is home to rock carvings and paintings that are about 2,000 years old. These artworks vividly show the everyday lives of the indigenous people, including hunting, fishing, and herding reindeer. One striking scene depicts a reindeer trapping fence, which was essential for gathering meat, skins, and bones. Another impressive illustration shows hunters driving reindeer into the sea during a boat-based hunt. There's also a story on another rock face where hunters are seen tracking a bear and eventually spearing it to death. Although locals didn't discover these rock carvings until the 1960s,
when they were first made. So you see there's two right there, one there and there.
Experts have since been fascinated by their significance. Despite some parts being enhanced with red paint to make them more visible, the natural beauty of the carvings, mainly of reindeer, still stands out. The low light conditions typical of this northern region give these sculptures a mesmerizing green and purple hue, reminiscent of the northern lights. Which of these newly discovered cave paintings did you find the most interesting? Let us know your answer in the comments section.